Inequalities in two triangles. Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon dito sa ating matsayang talakayan. Kaya, stay tuned! Hello grade 8 learners! For today's video, we will talk about the continuation of our lesson, Theorems on Triangle Inequality. Specifically, we are going to talk about inequalities in two triangles. With the learning competency, illustrates theorems on triangle inequalities, wherein we are going to focus on Hinge theorem and its converse. Let's consider the clock that has an hour hand and a minute hand. As minutes pass, the distance between the tip of the hour hand and the minute hand changes. Is x greater at 4 o'clock or at 4:10? And the correct answer is, of course, x is greater at 4 o'clock. What part of the clock affects the length of x? Okay, so we can see that as minutes pass, the angle formed by the hour hand and the minute hand changes. And that illustrates Hinge theorem. It states that if two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of another triangle, and the included angle of one triangle is larger than the included angle of the other triangle, then the third side of one triangle is longer than the third side of the other triangle. So let us show in the given figure. So we have, if TS is congruent to XW, SV is congruent to WY, but angle W is greater than angle S. So we can conclude that XY is longer than TV. For example, what inequality relates RT and VX? So let us see. RS is congruent to VW. ST is congruent to WX. And angle S is greater than angle W. Remember that in the Hinge theorem, opposite the larger angle is the longer side. So therefore, we have RT is greater than VX. Another example, so let's complete the statement. In triangle FUN and triangle JOY. So we have here FU is congruent to JO. FN is congruent to JY. What can you say about angle F and angle J? Correct. Angle F is greater than angle J because this symbol shows that the measure is 90 degrees. So therefore, 90 is greater than 65. So we can now say that OY is less than UN because opposite the smaller angle is the shorter side. Another example is AC or DF longer? Which do you think is longer? So let us see on the measurement of the angles. Angle E is 82 and angle B is 63. Which angle is greater? Okay, of course, angle E is greater than angle B. Opposite angle E is side DF. So therefore, DF is longer than opposite of angle B, which is AC. So we can now say that DF is longer than AC. Now let us have the converse of Hinge theorem. It states that if the two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of another triangle, and the third side of the first triangle is greater than the third side of the second triangle, then the included angle of the first triangle is larger than the included angle of the second triangle. So let us see in the given figure. So we have here if AB is congruent to XY and AC is congruent to XZ. And if BC is longer than YZ, then of its opposite angle, we can say that measure of angle A is greater than the measure of angle X. For example, so let us complete the statement. So we have there in triangle JKL and triangle PQR. So what side of triangle PQR is congruent to JL? The correct answer is PR. And then, what side of triangle JKL is congruent to QR? Correct. It is KL. What can you say about JK and PQ? Since JK measures 8 and PQ is 12, so JK is less than PQ. If JK is less than PQ, what can you say about their opposite angles? Okay, so we can now say that angle L is less than angle R. Another example, so let's complete the statement. So what can you say about the measure of angle A compared to the measure of angle B based on the figure? So let us see. AB is congruent to ED and AC is congruent to DF. And BC is 10, EF is 8. Since BC is longer than EF, what can you say about its opposite angles? Okay, so we can now say that angle A is greater than angle B. And now it's your turn. Get your paper and pen and do this activity. And that's for today, guys. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, this is Teacher Dali na nagsasabing, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching!